All right. Well, we are on our final set of wines this time. We're going to be doing the French region for the Costco Advent calendar. Well, though apparently there's a few mix-ups. Even though we've been inserting French wines into some of the other regions, apparently it turns out that some of the alternatives they had some very little bit. I don't know, supply issues or whatnot, but some of the wines that we'll be showing today have some alternatives that some of the other people here have. So the first one that we're going to be doing is the Brilliant Brut. So our bubbly. Serviette. And while we pour, let's go ahead and watch our first introductory video of the night. And they actually produced videos for both the original and the alternative. So we will have both when we're playing them. So as for now, though, Brilliant Brut.
Brilliant is sure to add a festive flair to your shindig. No celebration is complete without bubbly, and the sparkling winemakers of France have worked hard to ensure their wines are synonymous with good times and grand moments, and quality has never been higher than it is today. More than just a champagne knockoff, Brilliant is a fete in a glass and uniquely French. After all, sparkling wine was invented in France, and this marriage of experience and location defines Brilliant. Characteristically crisp, joyfully delicious. Surprisingly finessed and classically styled, this elegant sparkler finishes bright, clean, and fresh. Its abundant fruit supported by brisk acidity, a brilliant alternative to champagne, and a guaranteed crowd pleaser.
Guaranteed.
Well, and so it confirmed what I was, the description on the back of the bottle, because it kept saying bubbly, but it never said champagne. And so this is what's called a cremant, which just means, bubbly wine anywhere. But, I'm not sure where the actual grapes are grown from this. It also didn't say it in the video.
Do we know what kind of grapes?
So as we're giving it a look, now this is actually more, I'd say this is on the yellow range.
Yeah, it looks like hay grass.
I like pale yellow. I feel it's pretty bad.
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
it's
It's like a pale yellow.
yeasty.
I wouldn't quite, go to straw, but yeah, which tells me that there's probably a lot more Chardonnay grape in here than either. Well, I'm hoping that they still go with, the champagne varietals, which is Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and Pinot Meunier. So, well, let's go ahead and give it a bit of a careful swirl so that you don't lose all the bubbles. And let's see what we get on the nose.
Like acid and apple, like not.
Oh, I got the apple. I got yeast or something.
You're getting yeast. Okay.
Yeah.
At first, but now it's.
Yeah, I'm getting that like yeasty, bready.
Mm-hmm.
They're touching basil, yeah, touching.
Yeah, which does tell you that they still used a traditional method for when they bottled and did their little sweetening to get the yeast to start creating carbon dioxide bubbles again. That
There's no sediment, right?
no, there shouldn't be a sediment.
Yeah, it shouldn't be.
but because of those live yeast still being in there, it'll produce, that kind of yeasty, bready, aroma.
Little red glitter in mine.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, this is distinctly green apple. All
You
right.
know, it's high acidity.
What's that?
Have you tasted it yet?
I haven't. That's what I was just about to do. So cheers.
Cheers. Let me know what you think about the acidity.
High acidity,
I think so.
some sugary, yeasty comes up through, but not like buttery yeasty, which is bad in beer anyway.
Yeah,
I like
so it's no longer green apple. This is like yellow, kind of Swedish apple. Sweet.
Yeah, I agree.
Not Swedish, like Bork, but but I'm not sure if I would actually classify this as Brut either, because I mean it actually has at least to me, a fair bit of sweetness to it. It's maybe not Brut, maybe
It's
not
really
like
good.
off dry, but
Really.
but also, were you saying it was acidic? Because I'm not getting much acid.
I'm getting acid, yeah. You're
Huh.
not?
I
No,
think you're really confusing the acid with the bubbles. It's very bubbly. but
Okay.
It's not an acidity, in my opinion.
but maybe it's the sugar that's kind of masking some of that acidity for me.
Oh my God.
It goes very well with cheesecake.
So good with cheesecake.
I wonder what goes with these peppers too.
Effervescence. I mean, it's always good for something that's creamy because it will just kind of refresh your palate right after.
Trying olives. Champagne and olives.
I'll try with some habanero cheddar. Went to the farmer's market and
Not as good as the food fusée, but the creamy cheese. I guess the piquant from the pepper gives it an interesting.
Not great with the spinach cheese.
Oh, it's not okay. I'll skip that.
Some arugula and cranberry here.
Can I have a black olive too, please?
It is oddly pairing well with mozzarella.
is that in your salad or just
No, I
mozzarella?
brought some. I just have like the slices, the pre-made slices that you get.
We'll go
Okay.
with an olive.
Yeah. They're good with the black olive too.
Sounds great with the salad. It's a good one.
This is my favorite wine of the whole calendar.
Well, considering they left it for, if you actually went through the days, this is day 24. This is your celebration before Christmas.
This is definitely the best one, best for last.
Yeah. Yeah, this isn't bad. Especially for, well, again, a non-champagne, just French Cremant.
Yeah, it's really good with salad.
What dressing do you sell in the salad?
It's a pomegranate vinaigrette.
Just like low complexity. I'm getting like cornucopia flavors.
But the flavors they picked, they did right.
It's definitely
It actually goes really well with the balsamic.
worth our wine. It's not as good as the champagne that we had. It was actual champagne.
Right.
And that had a
Yep,
lot
they
of
got the
flavor.
extra point.
I don't know. I actually just had it with some dessert, and that was my stepmother is from the Midwest, and while like regular cooking is terrible because it's tasteless, she goes out of the way for her, desserts on the other hand are like amazing. They know Midwest know how to do desserts.
Is that jello in it? Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What?
Jello
Yeah,
and marshmallows?
At least my stepmother does. She makes this Butterfinger surprise.
Put it in the
Yeah.
camera.
Butterfinger surprise.
Yeah, let's see
So,
it. Let's take a
Well,
look.
I
Here it
mean,
comes.
it's in a little Tupperware thing.
Yeah, it looks
but
very
but-
Midwest.
I need more
Yeah.
information. Butter, is it like Butterfinger?
So it's like
candy
it's got like
bars?
this it's got like these I think it's crushed Butterfinger as the bottom, and then it's like this like peanut butter pudding, and then I guess it's whipped cream and some type of peanut, even more crushed
Very Midwest.
Butterfinger on top.
Sounds very Midwest.
I bought her a frog.
That's
We did
awesome.
One of these like last year, right?
What's
Remember
that?
that? We did
The
frosted
amount of
cranberry.
sugar in that thing must be
Yellow.
insane.
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were very good. Yeah.
That's amazing with this stuff. Like,
Which is why
That-
you take very small bites of it, but it's going really well with the champagne. Or well,
I bet.
It goes very, very, very well with cheesecake.
With a strawberry
This is-
drizzle.
oh, this is really good.
but I think that's because it's not as acidic and also not as dry. Because it still has that residual bit of sugar to it, it'll interact better with desserts than normal.
It's definitely working here.
I could drink this.
Oh, yeah, like we could get bottles of that. I would get bottles of that.
Yeah, that was tasty.
Champagne in my life because that's where I live.
It's kind of fun.
Drinking champagne.
Let's celebrate.
Oh,
Okay.
Champagne part. Drink or whatever.
Do we have champagne for New Year's?
We have sparkling wines. I think there's some Cremant from,
Kirkland has a champagne. It's not bad.
Oh, we
I
do
have a
that.
Kirkland
We do have
champagne.
that.
And I've got the Gerard Bertrand Cremant.
Okay.
And then I've got the blueberry truck stop,
Okay, no.
Bucky's sparkling.
Bucky's blueberry sparkling.
So it's, it's a winner.
Are we ready to move on to our Stacks and Stones?
Yes, we are.
So this one everyone should have as well, right? The Sauvignon Blanc.
Yes, we have.
Okay. So Stacks and Stones.
That's for this because the proof and so is nice.
And I will start up our second video of the night.
Sauvignon Blanc is a magic elixir, a variety that manages to distill sunshine, verdant orchards, and groves of tropical fruit into a single glass of intensely satisfying wine. French winemakers have had plenty of time to learn and perfect their craft and continue to produce the world's most coveted Sauvignon Blanc wines. This dynamic French white reflects the optimal French climate, sunny, bright, warm, and fresh, giving the wine a heady, exotic nose and tropical fruit notes on the palate. Stacks and Stones Sauvignon Blanc is a classic expression of this noble variety, with a strong emphasis on fruit and minerality, and a lively vitality that transports you to the legendary French vineyards from which it originates.
All right. Now, well, it did say there was warm, which is not really that's telling me that again, like many of these, it's probably going to be from southern France. Yeah, it doesn't really say. But the fact that they're saying that this is going to be a lot more fruity, it's going to have that quintessential, French white minerality. But the fact that they kept really nailing into the tropical fruit, definitely has me keyed into that this is from the southern region of France. Now, as we're looking at this one, now
This is
Lovely.
Stacks and Stones. Okay. Stack Blanc. Oh wow.
so this one's got a pale yellow. Actually, this one's more on the straw colored side.
But it's not
It's a little bit lighter for sure.
I'm Alan.
All right.
Grass.
There's
give
like
this-
minerality.
Let's let this thing a swirl and a sniff. Whoa.
Okay, I think like pineapple. I think that's that tropical. I would get
It
that.
definitely does smell like pineapple.
It's
Bad.
Does anybody else get grass?
like a green
Like a little bit, yeah.
top of the pineapple.
Yeah, well, because I wasn't really getting so much like pineapple as like papaya, and maybe that's where that green is coming, into its own from the tropical side.
Maybe.
Huh. God,
Yeah,
that smells like it would be like super sweet.
like almost unripe papaya.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see what we got. Cheers.
It tastes like Capri Sun.
I
a little bit of
don't know. about
Chocolate
that.
mineral on the end.
It's very kind of bland.
Really? I'm getting some of that.
You know, like a gripping texture.
It's Hawaiian punch. It's not Capri Sun. That's Hawaiian punch.
Yeah. The same texture, at least, of wine punch. Not quite as sugary sweet as wine punch.
But it's that kind of fruit that's in Hawaiian punch a little bit in there. But like it's not. Yeah, it's not.
But it just kind of feels a little chewy, which is kind of weird for a Sauv Blanc.
Yes.
Yeah, because Sauv Blancs are supposed to be pretty thin, acidic. And this, it's just kind of chewy. I mean, I don't want to, be casting aspersions, but I would be thinking that they were adding like a little bit of glycerol to this to increase its mouthfeel. Because I mean, it actually has like a nice mouthfeel, but it's not a Sauvignon Blanc mouthfeel.
You could serve this in a tiki party.
You think?
Yeah,
Wow.
I think that you could put this with the rum punch,
And it would hold up?
and it would just fit in just fine.
Huh. What am I tasting? You're not taste.
But I definitely get the pineapple, much more on this. But it's kind of muted. It's much more on that kind of mineral, almost like chalky. I'm definitely not getting any of those, like any green grass notes, which, I mean, Sauv Blanc, you should be getting them if it was from a cold climate.
It's just interesting salad. I think it's worth trying.
This kind of tells me more that it's, well, as they said, that it was grown in a very warm climate. So it was also probably harvested, where it's well ripe.
Again.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's disappointing, but it doesn't.
So safe.
It kind of lacks a lot of character.
This is really good with an arugula salad. It's shocking.
Because you have some of the
What's it bring out?
stuff in there.
I think it dampens the acidity and brings it the floral, maybe? What do you think?
Okay.
Yeah. I think the nutmeg stuff is added really helps with this one.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, the cranberry, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's blue cheese in here, so that's a good one. That helps this one. I'm trying that pepper. It's like my favorite thing now.
We've got a whole jar. Can tell you what.
Is that a Trader Joe thing?
Yeah.
I mean, it's good.
Yeah, most of the food I'm trying this with, just like he was saying, dampens the acidity, and the flavor really doesn't come out much.
Not a 3 point.
Yeah, they're at second and like 14 to the bowl.
Oh, wow. These spinach and feta puffs make it pair with this wine. With some Trader Joe's spinach and feta cheese little puffs, fish puffs, and they actually work nicely.
So a little bit of green, a little bit of like the salt from the feta.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so far I'm not finding much that's at least from my spread that's really pairing with this.
This one's not gonna win the day. I'll tell you that.
It's not gonna beat the Brut.
It
It wasn't brilliant.
I feel like we should have sent out the police tag.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, I almost would have wanted, something with like, I don't know, like some brie with apricots, preserves or
This
Do we have any of
is,
that?
this is like cranberry with Western or
Okay.
some English thing, but I don't like it.
So if you get some of the prosciutto and the crust only, it's not bad.
that's
So Sarah recommends on our beef Wellington to take the crust and the
Uh-huh.
prosciutto, but none of the beef, and then would pair.
Here, you want a piece of prosciutto?
Sure, although I'm, yeah. I think the savory saltiness of the prosciutto is helping it. Yeah. This is definitely better than the Ecolands.
Oh,
Winery?
oh.
I want to give it a 3.5 instead of 3.0.
So we did this wine tasting
Okay.
this week with this guy. He talked a lot.
He's a master sommelier and a master of wine in Kansas City, although he's partnered with a rich dude in
Both?
Kansas City. Yeah, both.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And he's partnered with some rich dude in Kansas City to open a winery in Walla Walla, Washington. And I don't want to like sidetrack the tasting right now, so maybe after we're done with the 6 wines, we can go into oh my gosh, what a train wreck that was.
Blown away, you cheated on Richard.
No, well, I mean, I'd say that, different levels, they, do different things. It's just also the mentality of, like me, I tend to want to just bring more, beginners into wine, instead of go like super deep with a bunch of wine nerds.
Now this guy wants to create something new and exciting, and it's not working.
You know,
You know,
you talk about the sommeliers always want to find something new and unique.
Mhm.
He's trying to make that. Although I don't know that his consumers
In Missouri?
are. No, it's in Walla Walla, Washington.
Oh, okay. In Walla. Okay.
But he's doing like 100 case runs, so he's selling it in Missouri.
Well, it's very
'Cause it's
boutique.
not that, yeah.
Yeah.
But to his credit, he lost 2020 because of smoke and he lost 21 because of drought.
He
So
also picks his fruit when it's not right.
Hang on, let's go back to the.
Anyway, sorry.
Back to
We're
Richard.
sidetracking.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess we're ready for number 3. So for all of us, we all have, it's called Even Steven, though some of us, I'm not sure who besides me, has the Bordeaux Blanc.
So
So
the Torontes.
it's not even fair.
the
Is that-
Torontes, yeah.
Yeah, Corey and Nicole, do you have the Torontes also?
Yes, I do.
So it'll be a little bit different, but Bordeaux Blanc, for those of you that remember from our Bordeaux region kind of, lesson, Bordeaux Blanc is pretty much from one place, which is Entre deux Mers. And it's a combination of Sauvignon Blanc and Semillon. But the Torontes, that was actually, when we did Argentina, that was a grape varietal that we were, that we didn't have, but I was actually kind of, wanting to try. So I'm actually a little jealous of you guys for having that. But I'll play the Bordeaux Blanc first, and then I'll play the Torontes right after that. So
Wow.
hold on to your butts.
Oh, honey, green apple.
Mintiness and
This is really
has earned its reputation
Lovely.
as among
I-
the
I'm gonna-
finest wine regions on earth.
You
It
can
is
finish it.
the
This is not ours.
great wine blends based on the legendary Sauvignon Blanc and Semillon grapes. Here in this storied region, these white blends achieve levels of fruit intensity and aromatic freshness like nowhere else in the world, due to Bordeaux's perfect grape-grown climate and mineral-rich, gravelly soils. Classic aromas of grapefruit, kiwi, freshly cut grass leap from the glass, and the chiseled, intensely focused palate features notes of gooseberry, lime, and Granny Smith apple. It is a particular pride of place and the honor of working with these esteemed vineyards that drives us to strive for the pinnacle of quality with even Steven Bordeaux Blanc.
Smells like grapefruit.
Okay, so there's mine now for everybody else's.
There are many things that make Torrontés from Argentina's Salta region so special, beyond its characteristic exotic perfume and richly detailed mouthfeel. First, its location, with a high altitude vineyards planted on rugged, steep slopes with direct sun exposure, produced the finest Torrontés wines on earth. In addition, these Torrontés vines are own-rooted, meaning phylloxera hasn't touched this isolated region. These two factors, location and vine, combine to produce a scintillating, explosively floral, sweet-smelling yet dry-tasting conquistador of a wine. Our goal every year is to introduce you to something new, something unique, and of course, something delicious. And we're certain even Steven Torrontés will be a smash hit in this year's calendar.
Stock images are amazing.
I'm sold.
Well, I at least he sold me on both.
I'll take a case.
What was that? What was that portion about the vine that he was talking about?
Oh, the phylloxera that they don't have like a swapped out root stock that's phylloxera resistant, because well, Argentina, much like Chile, are really really stringent on their produce imports, and so they've never had that phylloxera louse come in and ruin all the vineyards.
Try it with the mushrooms.
Oh, that's what that.
And so you know, unlike
Is
you know,
phylloxera like a bacteria or?
no, it's a louse,
louse. Okay.
and that just burrows into the root.
That's rude.
How rude.
But you know,
The Steelers got a field goal.
30-3.
so what's your Torrontés look like? Because they were saying that Torrontés is from like the northern region where it's like really high altitude.
Yellow.
Yellow.
Yeah.
So yours is a little bit deeper, because mine is much more on that like pale, that straw.
I go with yellow on mine.
Okay.
Very similar color to the Brut.
Okay. So yeah. So on that yellow scale then. Okay. Well, let's give this thing a swirl and a sniff, and well, I won't tell you what this thing smells like, but let me know how the Torrontés smells.
Smells like grapefruit.
Grapefruit.
Very aromatic.
Yes, aromatic is right.
I'm getting like floral.
You can get, and there's kind of a floral there. That's the thing.
I'm definitely
Yeah,
getting.
there's
floral.
definitely floral as well.
I don't
It's like-
get the sweetness that they said though.
I'm getting clove, floral, green apple, and grapefruit.
Clove is good.
Clove. Okay.
Kind of smells like a garden a little.
A
Try it.
garden? Like just
Yeah, like an herb garden.
like just green vegetal?
Just like, I don't know how to explain it. Like if you have like a clove garden or anything like that, how it just, when you're working in it, you just smell it constantly.
Okay.
Like that's
Green, growing.
Okay. Well, I mean, mine it's actually has a little bit of tropical, but that kiwi really comes out in this. That's what I'm smelling. So that's pretty nice. But well, let's see how they taste. Cheers.
Really getting the grapefruit taste.
Oh, yeah. Right with the mushrooms.
Just yeah.
It's a very interesting taste.
How so? Like what kind of
It's like sweeter than I would have thought.
sweeter?
It at least to me, I don't.
Are you guys getting like residual sugar on this?
It tastes pretty salty to me, but
Citrus, yeah, it's like the citrus, acidic grapefruit.
like my tongue feels like I just put popcorn on it. Not that it tastes like popcorn, it's just really,
I feel like that comes, like the mushroom is giving you that. It didn't do that on its own.
So we've already skipped ahead and we've paired it with the cooked mushroom in the beef Wellington, and it's really good. The earthiness of the mushrooms brings out the floral notes quite well.
Okay. Yeah. Well, this one, yeah, it tastes like a much more flavorful version of that Stacks and Stones. So it's still got that same kind of tropical.
Hey, no.
But no, I'd say that at least for me, between just the Sauvignon Blanc or the Sauvignon Blanc Semillon mix, this one wins.
his is much lighter in color.
Yeah, I don't love this. Like it's.
I don't like it at all.
It's like. I don't know.
Is it like a table wine or is it like this crap?
It's just too much grapefruit. It's like,
It's very grapefruity.
So you even like a Paloma. I saw you drink a Paloma.
that's true.
So you like grapefruit and you don't even like this? Wow.
That's true.
Okay.
Like New Zealand grapefruit, like a Sauv Blanc grapefruit from.
Yeah,
you.
it's harsh.
I don't like it.
The
It's very
grapefruit
bitter
From
and
Hallmark is not
Interesting.
in the same league as the grapefruit from New Zealand.
See, and those are, well, I mean, it's saying that it was from like the high altitudes. That kind of harshness, green grapefruity bit, it usually has to do with, I wouldn't say that it wasn't harvested right, but they allow for the bricks to be a little bit lower before they say, yeah, this is good, but it also still has some of that characteristic, green grapefruit grass, that comes along with that.
No.
Oh. Okay, that's weird. The more that I was like smelling this, I almost had a petrol, but now I just have like, it smells like when you open a pack of diapers.
How often do you do that, Richard?
Huh?
Right.
It's been a few years, so, but just that I don't even, doesn't smell like not baby powder, but just whatever that weird smell is that when you open up like a pack of Pampers.
Nothing. I don't want to eat that.
I don't know about that one.
Wow. Uncle.
You ready for
we don't like that one. We're ready to move on.
So, okay, so no Torontes, huh?
No.
Well,
We'll have to find next time that we do Argentina. We'll try to find a good Torontes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do. Because that was not it.
It probably didn't even come from Argentina. I got that shit from Missouri.
They went out to sea, they came back, it's from Argentina.
They were like, it's close enough. The new label on it.
Corey, Amber, you ready to move on?
I am, yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. So next on the list, we'll go with it. Next one is the Magical Nights. For me, it's a Pinot Noir, but I guess for you
Mendoza.
guys, it's an Argentinian Malbec.
Mendoza.
So
Yeah.
let's go ahead and play those out. We'll see
Have high hopes.
from our announcer who's going to be jealous of who in this. So this is the Pinot
France
Noir.
is the first place that comes to mind when thinking of the finest Pinot Noir wines on earth, and for good reason. Pinot Noir is native to this legendary wine-producing paradise, and with a history of production stretching back more than 2,000 years, it's only getting better with age. These days, French wineries are fully modernized, and forward-thinking winemakers are producing bright, fruity, modern-style Pinot Noirs with an eye towards the taste of the international market. Magical Night's Pinot Noir is an elegant wine, svelte and polished, with a distinct sense of balance and finesse. The tannins are fine, the mid-palate layered, and its detailed, focused finish, a fine testament to why France is associated with the world's best Pinot Noir wines.
All right. So then we'll move on to your Torrontés as soon as the stupid
No. We're on Malbec.
or Malbec. Sorry.
Not many grapes can achieve the feat that Malbec has done in Argentina. Tastes just as good as its ancestral home in France. Mendoza is Argentina's viticultural heartland and is one of the friendliest wine regions on earth. Mendoza locals always welcome visitors to their beautiful region, with vineyards carpeting the mountain slopes with the majestic Andes as a backdrop. And just like the farmers that grow it, Mendoza Nights is accessible, open, and very easy to like, harnessing the passion, experience, and knowledge of the children of the celebrated terroir, the Argentinian gaucho. Mendoza Nights features classic varietal notes of violet, blackberry, and tobacco, and finishes muscular and broad, like a true Argentinian gaucho.
Wow.
Dude, Argentina.
What did they miss?
Finish.
Muscular.
Some muscular wine?
Finish.
It's like, yeah, all I got from that was like cowboys and bodybuilding. It was like,
Their editor must have been having so much fun in the video. Just like throwing every stock image you could find.
yeah, it was like B-roll after B-roll. But all right.
I'm getting red fruit in here. Not strawberry, but kind of strawberry. Maybe
Like
overripe.
raspberries?
Pretty red.
So,
Right,
so this one's like a light ruby for the Pinot Noir. Now, Pinot Noir usually comes from
Yeah,
like the famous region is
butter.
Southern Rhone, or not Southern Rhone.
Raspberry.
You're not getting a blackberry?
No, Burgundy. But this just says Pays d'Oc,
It's pretty
Which
shiny.
means it's going to be from Southern France.
Not really raspberry, but
Tobacco.
maybe raspberry. And tobacco, another.
So what's the site on this? What's your guys' Malbec look like?
I mean, yeah, our ruby.
Ruby.
Yeah, light ruby. Like
Red.
you're saying.
Light ruby? Okay.
I'm getting medium ruby
And
in
you got
terms of
that
the opacity.
little silver edge right
I
there.
can't quite see through my
Pretty.
fingers quite as well as like a Pinot
Oh,
Noir.
I can see my fingers pretty well.
Can you?
But I don't have my glasses full of yours.
And then the tears are falling like rain.
Like rain?
This is like a 14.5. Is that right?
I'm getting 13.9 on the bottle.
Okay, I was wrong.
Very close.
It's not bad. Yeah, that wasn't a bad guess. Well, educated guess based off of the legs.
And now we can finally have some of the beef Wellington too.
All right. So let's give this thing a swirl and tell me what you guys get on your Malbec.
Oh yeah, there I got the leather oaky kind of thing. But yeah, I'm definitely like red fruit. It's either overripe strawberry, fine with raspberry, somewhere in that
Yeah.
neighborhood.
I'm getting a hint of black fruit too, though. It's weird.
We also have stuff on rose, so.
Yeah, or I could just be smelling it wrong too.
But it's not a light wine, so that's fine. I like it's
It's
really,
bold, yeah.
Like me, the fruit is very secondary in this. Like the first thing that comes to
Got
you
another
know,
field
to
goal.
me in this Pinot Noir is a bunch of spice.
3-3.
Wow. I hope this isn't the Pinot Noir that changes me.
Hey, Corey, Nicole, so do you guys have the Malbec
Malbec.
also?
Yes, I do.
Nicole?
She does.
I'm definitely getting the raspberry for sure.
Yeah,
A little hint of cherry. I don't know why.
Cherry. Oh, wow. I'm getting
Like coming through a little.
oak, leather, and butter as well.
Okay, I would give you black cherry.
Black
that's
cherry.
what we're getting is like cherry and like an earthy, almost woodsy kind of flavor.
Well, I mean, because normally for a Malbec, what usually, you know, in my Rolodex of, you know, like what kind of characteristics are for a Mendoza Malbec is, you know, a little bit of red, but mostly, you know, like dark plum
I mean, this I know.
and like a quintessential black pepper in both, you know, you'll smell it, but mostly I'm going to guess you're going to taste it.
Okay, I'm ready to drink this and get the black pepper.
Yeah, I do want to try this because it has an interesting smell.
But all right, well, cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
The dark fruit comes more in the taste. I get the black pepper. I love it. It's not as jammy as it smells, and I love that.
Yeah. I agree.
Pretty good with meat.
Is it?
Now I'm definitely jealous.
I give this guy a 5.
What?
I'm just telling you, I give this guy a 5.
You love this one?
Yeah.
Really? Cheers.
Well, is that a 5 out of 5 or a 5 out of 10
5 out of 5. This is
or 5 out of 100?
This is my
It
winner.
kind of makes a difference.
Better than the champagne?
Yeah.
Really?
It wasn't champagne, it was.
Okay, I'm in the Cremant. Sorry.
Yeah, we gotta.
All right. Now I want to try with the beef Wellington now, though.
So you're not there, like you're not just loving this.
I'm thinking it's good, but I still think that the Cremant was better.
Okay.
But let me have a few bites of the.
You get like just a little bit of leather,
And it's very good with beef Wellington.
but it's like very little of the fruit comes through the taste, in my opinion.
I don't think I can eat any more food.
Yeah, I would think that like that Malbec,
God.
especially with, you know, both I'm not sure if you did, you know, like a pepper crust to your steak before you rolled it in your dough, but
Yeah.
And horseradish also.
And horseradish, yeah, because I don't like mustard, so.
okay. So I'm going to guess that this is probably going to, you know, go pretty well with that.
Oh, wow. The peppers really bring up the fruit. Wow.
Well,
There's this mushroom sauce that came with the beef Wellington I got, and
Yeah.
it's phenomenal with the.
Oh, wow. I bet it does. Yeah. We've got like 3 pounds of mushrooms wrapped around our beef Wellington, and it really, the earthiness and the Malbec really worked well together.
Just because
Cool.
you got 3 pounds of mushrooms does not mean that this has
Okay, 1.5 pounds on this specific beef Wellington.
I got real tired of cutting mushrooms.
Okay, that, you know, as much as I really dislike Pinot Noir, this wasn't bad just by itself, but with a little sopressata, this actually is pretty darn good.
I mean, this is really good.
It's got a lot more complexity than I would have expected from these wines.
Mhm.
Yeah. Sure, the pop pastries is actually kind of nice with those too.
Amber, you finding any good pairings out there?
You know, like a creamy cheese and a spinach was good.
I think so. And saltiness.
Not really.
No. Well, I mean, do you have like any like what kind of dishes do you have for the wines tonight?
Okay, I have a really gross pizza and some pasta with meatballs with a vodka sauce.
Okay, so well, I mean, the vodka sauce probably would have went better with the whites, you know,
Yeah.
even though, but yeah, I mean, pizza I would have guessed would have been okay just because of the, well, I mean, red sauce is more meant for, you know, like something with more of a like the strong red notes, like you know, cherry and cranberry notes.
Yeah. Well, maybe with the other two reds.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, because the Merlot should have, you know, a few more red notes to it, though it's also, you know, much more known for its, you know,
Didn't like it?
black fruit notes.
I'm really scared of my headache coming back.
This is quite good with your refill. My God, wow.
So does it go well with just the mushrooms or the beef Wellington itself as well?
Yeah, like they're made for
The
you.
Wellington itself is
Forgot that I put horseradish on it. Thanks for reminding.
Oh, yeah, the arugula looks well too.
I bet.
I hate to say it, this is actually like a pretty decent wine.
Malbecs are amazing. They're my favorite.
Really?
Wow.
Well,
I gotta say, even better when I added the rosemary cracker to the sopressata and habanero cheddar mix.
that's so good.
All right. How's everyone's glasses looking?
Empty.
Empty.
Well, mine is. They're almost done. What's next?
So next is going to be, well, whichever one, you know, the biker dude. So
Wallflower, Merlot.
yeah. So depending, well, so they're both Merlots. It's just a matter of, I guess, where it's from, because one is going to have portrait of a wallflower, but for others, same picture, same Merlot, or well, a Merlot, but it's going to say Old Soul on it. And I think only Amber has this one.
Yeah, mine's the Old
I
Soul.
feel like that shit should be outlawed. Like, why do we have that?
We have Pays d'Oc, Merlot, France.
Yes. So, well, I mean, pays just means, you know, country.
Yes, I know.
And
Oui, je comprends.
and then Doc just means southern France, because that's where they say yes. They say ok instead of we.
Extract age good for squat.
All right. So we'll start with the portrait of a wallflower, and then we'll go to the Old Soul review.
Little brown for Pinot. But
These days, the Pays d'Oc is producing some of the most exciting wines in southern France. The region calls to us through its willingness to rethink the potential of familiar grapes, a story retold in the granite, schist, and flint soils unique to the area. Every tasting reveals a new take, a bold idea, a pleasant surprise. This Pays d'Oc Merlot retains the grape's signature velvety texture and silky tannins, but takes on a darker, more succulent flavor profile as a result of the Mediterranean climate and cooling winds. We are proud to offer this exotic and unique version of Merlot with its intensity of fruit character and dense, concentrated structure, evoking its mountainous roots.
Okay.
Mountainous roots.
Yeah. So this is definitely like Languedoc region. If they're saying Mediterranean, it's
Yeah.
right there on that coast. All right. So Old Soul also Pays d'Oc. So I mean, maybe it's just from a different winery. I don't know.
so rude.
These days, the Pays d'Oc is producing some of the most exciting wines in southern France.
That's the same.
Wait, it's the same.
I think it's the same. They just
The
put
same
a
video.
It's a video?
Wait, get through it. Maybe they changed it for the whole region.
Region caused
Okay.
this through its willingness to rethink the potential of familiar grapes.
No?
A story retold in velvety texture.
Wait.
and This page of Merlot retains the grape's signature velvety texture and pairings, but takes on a darker, more succulent flavor.
Costco is so
As a
lazy.
result of the Mediterranean climate and
No.
cooling winds.
Same one.
We are
Same one. Just they threw in a different picture, or same picture, just different title, but same exact presentation. Wow.
Brownness to it.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
You're so light.
Where do you get that?
That's interesting. All right. Well, Amber, you'll have to let us know what yours, you'll have to kind of go through what you're seeing, smelling, and tasting comparatively to us. So for me, wow, this is like like a dark ruby, but maybe even getting into purple. No, not purple. That's just dark ruby.
I went with garnet, but maybe I'm too free and loose with my colors.
Why are you dark? Mine's like transparent.
Well, garnet would usually signify that there's a little bit of like aging, like brown, like browning to it. That's usually the difference between, like ruby and garnet is like 5 years.
Okay.
You're seeing like dark, like opaque, or dark, like it's.
Yeah. It's quite opaque.
Because ours is translucent. I can see my fingers for sure.
Really?
I cannot read a paper through it, but I can definitely see my fingers through it.
Like, this is less than a Pinot.
This is
No.
thicker than a Pinot, I mean.
Yeah, this is definitely
This is more
darker, like more
transparent.
opaque than a Pinot.
Pinot's transparent.
This is like.
So, like maybe my lighting's off, but this looks incredibly dark.
Maybe I just have not enough. I don't know, man.
What course?
Yeah, that's where mine is, Corey. It's. I mean, I definitely can't see a finger through it.
I mean, I think I could read a book through
But all right, Amber,
Very
is
great.
yours
it.
any?
Exaggeration.
How's yours looking?
Ours is like a light to medium ruby because I can see my fingers through.
Okay,
Draw through it?
Like, I can see my fingernail.
Can you read this through it? Read through this. What do you say?
like through the middle of it, or
I think
through
it's-
like the edge.
But like, it's not a white wine.
Right, and it's not like an opaque, like a dark wine. It's like medium, I think.
Okay.
Just
All
not
right. Well-
see through, but it's not like
Very.
a curtain.
Yeah.
Let's give this thing a swirl and a sniff.
Or smell. Give me. What's the aroma?
Oh,
Mm.
My nose acted up on that one.
no,
Yeah,
I do
exactly.
not like this.
Wow, it's like a bold wine.
It's like,
This is super fruity.
It's like that fake banana smell.
Oh,
yeah,
Like that
banana.
like gum.
yeah, banana, for sure.
Oh, so
Really?
we had
Yeah.
a bad batch. We had a bad.
would've
when
missed
the-
that.
The yeast sat too long. I bet.
Kind of almost smells like plastic.
I taste it.
I'm getting like earthy, red fruit, minerals, and I agree, bananas.
So sweet
Sweet?
smelling.
Yeah, smelling,
Because
yeah.
of the banana, but I like residual.
Like me, all I get is like dark cherry and plum.
What'd you say, Richard?
All I'm getting is dark cherry, plum, and maybe a little bit of cola.
Do you have the Merlot?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I've got the portrait, much like 3/4 of us.
The Pay Doc?
Oh.
Well, they're both paid off.
Oh, okay.
I really think we have a different wine than Richard does. Like, I
It,
really
it
believe that.
smelled like it,
It's
yeah.
gotta be a completely
It
different
looks like
wine.
it.
No, like mine smells similar to what you guys have, and we're in the same state.
Yeah.
Curry, you're getting the bananas too, Corey?
Yeah, like it definitely smells like fake banana.
Yeah. Hold it closer.
But yeah, we have Portugal.
Same thing.
How about you, Nicole? What do you get?
Okay, ours smells like what Richard said because it smells like plum. And then when he said cola, we looked at each other and we're like, yeah, we get that.
I mean, I don't know. I've done this enough. But
I'm getting more banana than cola, for sure. So I think maybe Corey and us have the same wine, and Nicole's team and Richard's team have the same wine.
Like they just fucked this one up. And they put a different label
It's
on it halfway
Costco,
through.
guys. It's
Like,
Costco.
I mean, like
that.
label wise, like I said, I have the same one that you guys have and Corey has. But
Label wise.
You have the same label. I don't think you have the same wine. I really don't.
I don't even
Like,
wanna
you
drink
can't,
it.
you
I
can't
don't
call
even
this
wanna
dark.
I think we should fight to the death over this one.
I think we should. Let's-
Battle Royale.
Okay, so we're doing airing of grievances now.
What is that called?
Festivus.
Festivus, yeah. Airing your grievances.
And there will be feats of strength following that. Or she will kick all of our ass, but it's fine.
well, that's for Wednesday. I just tested myself today, and yeah, Wednesday I'll be going for my my 4-plate bench press.
All right, well, I can lift 35 pounds, like 10 presses, so.
I'm on a weight limitation right now, so.
I've been chopping wood with my sledgehammer axe, so I'm ready to split some wood with you. I'll go head to head, man. Mano a mano.
I got my
First
selling
thing
or
this
smelling
morning,
salts.
Got up and went and chopped wood.
You got smelling salt?
Oh yeah, like that
Oh
that
my God.
you pop those and you take like a big deep breath of that and then just crank them out.
Because nothing tells me it's gonna be a good lift, like huffing something right before.
It's an interesting way.
I don't
It's-
want to- I don't even want to taste this.
It
No,
gets
they
your-
definitely work.
Yeah, it gets your mind psyched into really, push into your limits.
And to tasting wine, and to tasting a wine that you know is bad because it's got that banana taste.
You gotta
When
force
they-
yourself to taste
it's that
wine
amazing.
is another good thing.
When they
right.
opened the barrel, there was a bunch of shit at the bottom of the barrel. I'm telling you.
Well, let's go ahead and try this because
All
I
right.
haven't tried it.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
How is it?
Okay,
But did you
100% on the level of a Red.
Oh, so it's pretty good.
Wow.
As far as
I
like,
mean, it's not too much.
Now, like, so that banana you were smelling, I taste.
I taste the banana.
Yep. Nope.
Oh, wow.
You hate it?
oh wow, I don't know if I hate it, but I'm getting it though.
I hate it.
Wow,
Like, you
Well,
think we're
tannins
set
and
up-
banana.
This
Right, so it's-
tastes like kit wine, and I mean I know kit wine.
Prison wine?
No kit like stuff
Wine in a
that,
bag.
that you order like a box and it comes with like everything in it
Put in your
from
closet.
Amazon, and it has especially so new. Much like the Beaujolais
The
Nouveau.
Nouveau. Oh yeah, that's what this tastes like. It's
Yeah.
the new.
That kind of like
You think
banana
like
bubble
Walrus
gum.
and Red?
I think it's like dumped out red.
And I like right when I tasted that and you said that, I'm
Topic red, I enjoy.
And you just don't. Yeah,
this
so the
is
banana's
not.
like sticking with me.
No, and I'm
Yeah, if you're getting up,
Yeah, it's this
You got
weird
it?
new wine, like almost I wouldn't quite say that it's carbonic maceration, but this has that weirdly new, hasn't been aged at all
Mm.
kind of taste to it.
now that I think of it, it actually smells a lot like the Nouveau did as well.
I appreciate you. No, Chris says.
I appreciate you as well. And I appreciate the meat. Yeah, great volume.
Wellington.
Funny thing is that it's a 2020. So I mean, this stuff's like
Oh, wow. It's actually
aged a year.
really well, but it's like a crap wine.
But like the wine, 10 is okay on its own.
It's a 3.0 on Favino.
Is it? I give it like, I give it a 1.5 and not that out of it. Who the hell's drinking this and giving it like a?
I mean, I get a little bit of almost like chocolatey sawdust on the end. So I mean, apparently it's been aged in a barrel somewhere, but
Chocolatey sawdust. Just that phrase alone doesn't sound right.
We have actual chocolate. And there's no sawdust in our chocolate, but I could get some sawdust from the backyard.
Good, good.
you haven't seen that meme out there of the kid with like the science project said like, how much sawdust can I add to a Rice Krispie before people notice?
Yes, that's so awesome. This is definitely in that neighborhood.
How much sawdust can we add to a wine before people notice?
We are on the
We notice.
threshold of noticing. Corey, Nicole, do you see
Portugal
any
wallflower, we notice.
comments?
Yeah, Amber, how's yours taste?
It was a good try. Like, I'll give him a good C for effort.
Did you convince everyone here to get the Nouveau as well? Did
I
they
think so.
experience that we did?
I post that on Facebook like everywhere to like kind of pressure people into going and getting some. But yeah. Because
This year was not
misery loves company.
Yeah.
Like I gifted that to someone and they tried it and they're like, why did you give this to me?
Just raw, okay. Grenache should be good.
Yeah. There's something about this just is odd. Like normally when you think Merlot, you should be going like something with barbecue. You're wanting like, again, something that's going to really go with dark fruit. And well,
Just
actually,
because they put Merlot on the label doesn't mean it's a Merlot.
well,
Trust
but
me.
it's French Merlot. So
I mean,
it's going to be more muted. It should be expressing a lot more of those like kind of leathery chocolate, earthy notes.
You should get that mineral and not banana,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and that's, again, part of this is that because mostly Merlot is going to come from two places, either like right bank Bordeaux, or actually that's pretty much it. I was going to say it's going to come from like Northern Rhone, but that M is Mourvedre, like for GSM. Wait, not Northern, Southern Rhone.
This is like, I just believe.
It's gonna be amazing.
But this is it's just because this comes from that southern part, and I think they're just kind of going like Wild West. Let's just throw all sorts of things into the ground and see what grows. And they don't have quite the stringent. Actually, they don't have any sort of regulations to them. Because everything's just pay dog.
Much of anything out of it.
You enjoy a New World Merlot more?
Actually, I think we had some California Merlots that actually weren't too bad when we did the sideways edition. I mean, most of them were pretty terrible, but I think there was at least one that stood out as not bad.
I don't hate it.
It's very cherry.
But
But also
I am hoping that the thing that makes all red wines taste good, which is the Trader Joe's stout and steak pie, is going to make this good.
So we moved on to the.
he has not moved on yet. We're ready to move on.
Going on
Because
the
we hate
shelves.
it. We think that
He's
it's
not on the
like-
shelves
We
yet?
did actually throw out our Merlot, so.
They are strong arming onto the next one.
I feel like if you order another fucking Merlot,
No, my glass is empty.
What's that scene in Sideways?
Yeah.
If anyone orders a Merlot, I'm leaving.
Ours was
I mean-
really good, by the way. We just got like a lot of cherry and dark fruit, but that was it. Definitely no banana.
Okay. So
What the heck?
you got the good one.
Merlot, they dumped it on this wine.
Yeah, we got the
People like
awesome
different
one.
labels
Now,
and
did
everything.
it go better with the pizza or with your pasta?
The pizza.
Like, I honestly believe that hers is not bad.
Yeah, Ruby or
I
Garnet?
hope it's not bad.
Ruby. Well, yeah, Ruby.
Yeah, Ruby.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Cheers.
Now, if everyone else is ready, let's
right.
move on to our last wine of the night.
You want three?
So now compared to all the rest of the kind of weird snafu, we should all have the same wine this time around. which is our Anciens.
You get red fruit? I'm getting red.
Cherry,
So
Cherry? Red cherry or black cherry?
red cherry.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and pour while our video is going for our last one of the night.
Some oak. But I don't really get like vanilla or chocolate though.
The pace of life is slow
Right,
in southern
vanilla.
France, and the grapevines take their cues from this laid-back atmosphere, ripening slowly and consistently while reaching optimum levels of maturity.
Yeah, polyurethane.
Grenache and Syrah grapes are, like the residents of southern France, honest, hearty examples of regional specialties that achieve spectacular heights of quality without frills or
That
fuss.
was fun.
The vines are well adapted to this intense sunlight and arid conditions, producing intense.
So weird.
He's going to caress.
It's like a
This
nightgown.
blend brings the best of Grenache and Syrah to the party, producing a wine that is equal parts distinctive and refined,
Marcus in the
streamlined
section.
and polished, round and funky.
So you hold
Wine.
a
All in
red
all, the Southern French blend is incredibly evocative,
wine.
scintillatingly expressive, and very
That's mine.
Throw a mime in there.
Oh,
my God.
There's a
That
still
was aggressive.
French wine. who was
Now,
like-
I don't know why they
I
keep talking
don't
about
remember.
southern France, and all of a sudden it's like the Eiffel Tower, and it's like, well,
Yeah.
that's in like central.
Because the Eiffel Tower means France. It's just synonymous.
along with mimes.
And mimes, yes.
And mimes.
So are they like growing grapes on that lawn?
Tabby Voss is in Paris right now. We should ask her about mimes.
None of it, all of it, none of it.
Oh, wow.
So, according to this, it's 55% Grenache, 45% Syrah. Now, Grenache is kind of a dark grape, but it's kind of thin, while Syrah is just, well, it's just a dark heavyweight. Actually, I think it's even sometimes classified as a super heavyweight, red grape.
Okay, still light, but that one that was supposed to be dark, that was really light, was lighter than this.
I'm getting dark. Yeah.
Yeah,
See my fingers in here.
this
Yeah.
This is okay.
this is almost to purple range.
You see
Yeah, this is really dark.
I don't have as much in my glasses as you do.
Oh, okay. Look at my lesson. See your fingers?
I see this wine glass.
Okay,
Is
let's
it
call
the
it
clay bar or the red part?
a heavy scent. This would be like a heavy scent in that neighborhood.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely taking after, much more on the Syrah side, where it's just completely dark, opaque. But yeah, well, let's give this thing a swirl and a sniff and see what we got on the nose.
Definitely getting like a bit of vanilla and like
Cherry.
Cherry and vanilla, yeah.
I'm getting red cherry, oak, and vanilla. What else do we get?
I'm not getting the oak.
You get any spices? I think there's a touch of a spice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a baking spice, but
It's
no,
subtle.
no, not
Very
like-
subtle.
Last night, that was just
Like,
fantastic.
I wouldn't quite say like baking spice, because it doesn't have that like cinnamon clove part to it.
Yeah,
It's just it's like just almost like straight nutmeg.
so like I was thinking salt moving towards nutmeg.
Some salty
Nuts.
Oh,
Yeah, sweaty balls. This is a sweaty ball.
Sweaty balls.
God.
that's what it smells like. It smells
We had
like
a red blend from Sicily last night, as well as a Zinfandel Bear Flag from California. And so she got a lot of baking spice from that, but I think that the nutmeg is coming here.
like so now that I didn't want to put it in your minds, but do you smell black tea,
Black tea.
like tea leaf?
Sure.
Yeah. Yes, that's the like
That's
tanniny.
soft level, yeah,
Yeah.
not strong.
Yeah. All right. Amber, you got anything to add to what you're smelling?
Not at all.
All right. Well, let's give our last wine of the night a taste. So
Cheers.
cheers. And you know, also I was going to say thanks to y'all for powering through all 4 of these advent calendar sessions with me. So cheers for that too.
Thank you for hosting us. You've been
This
awesome.
is the my least favorite series of the year.
Wait, this is better. This is worse than the Trader Joe's version.
Oh, the Charles Shaw.
Oh my God, that was terrible.
Hello
It was
Kitty
bad,
was
but this
fun.
is like a whole 2 months worth of not
Yeah,
great.
it's not like ripping off a
Rude.
band-aid, or should I say like ripping it off fast. This has been a slow, just you're feeling every single hair pull out as you're pulling this band-aid off.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, this is definitely a low light, but Corey, I give it to you though. Trader Joe's was definitely not a highlight either. In the same neighborhood.
I
really?
think a majority of these
Oh,
are,
but
are
that
drinkable.
bubbly was good, and that one that I thought was the number 5 was like there's like today.
There were a couple of highlights. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, with these things,
Good.
I almost kind of wish that Costco would do like local, not local, but US wines instead of just going like completely everywhere else, because we're getting like the lowest bidders on every single one of these, and you're already increasing the price just to ship even big jugs of, or like containers of wine. So I mean that's already adding to the price of something that can be shipped local. And like I don't know, maybe next time we'll do like because the total wine one, well, I can't remember if it was like all different ones, but I think all of Total Wine's advent calendar was all like essentially West Coast. It was all California, Oregon, and Washington. And so maybe we'll try that next time.
Yeah.
Because
So have you
that
had
might-
the Clark and Telephone Pinot Noir from Costco? It's like $40 a bottle. It's really good, like nice chocolate, vanilla, earthy. It's like a great balance.
Now compare that to the Meiomi Pinot Noir.
Oh my God.
God, I don't
It's like so much better than Naomi.
Really?
Okay.
Oh yeah. So I got lucky.
Because Meiomi's Pinot Noir doesn't taste like a Pinot Noir.
So I got lucky in the local liquor store that has all these wine tastings. Actually had 4 different wines from the same winery that makes Clark and Telephone. And so I got to taste 3 of them because they were out of the 4th one by the time I got there, but it's really good. And you should definitely try the Clark and Telephone from Costco. If you don't buy it, then I'll buy it at Costco here, and we'll have it at the RG when you come for the wine tasting. We'll have it. That'll be our bonus wine for like the late stayers.
Okay.
So that could be like a Saturday afternoon, Saturday morning.
Or something. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah, but we'll have that.
Richard will need a Sunday one.
You'll need to cleanse your palate with a decent wine from all the crap.
Well, I mean, for that, I have my wine tote that's coming along as my second luggage. That carries 12, and I'm bringing my port.
Of course.
Yeah, for that as well.
Yeah.
So I mean,
This is good. I think this is fine.
Thank you. I think I forgot about that.
But I don't know, like, what's everyone's opinion of this thing? Because I'm kind of meh on our, unfortunately, our last wine of the night.
I did.
And
I didn't care for it.
I don't hate it.
the mushrooms really are this down.
I think I'm
There's a big like earthiness in the wine. Excuse me, probably gonna give y'all COVID. Sorry about that. It's
No.
fine.
Better not.
It's
Please
gonna be
don't.
on YouTube forever. End up in jail or something.
And all you out there on YouTube, you now have digital COVID.
Yeah, bring the fruit.
You're welcome.
Wow. Yeah. Definitely very fruity. With the
See, I wasn't getting a lot of like the fruit is kind of muted on this.
I think with the beef Wellington, it brings the fruit out.
Okay.
Yeah, because we love the mushrooms. So
Yeah, by
it's
itself,
really
it's just kind of I wouldn't say chalky, but it's very all I taste is like kind of like earthy tannins.
yeah, very tannic.
It's like I'm sucking on like a grape seed.
Grippy, very grippy.
We really like it with chocolate chip cookies.
Ooh.
okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, some dark chocolate. Actually,
Yeah.
I totally forgot.
What
to
do we
add
have
some
over
dark
here?
chocolate.
Actually,
chocolate?
this is pretty good with the tiramisu.
This is intense
one.
dark sea
This is
salt
the
and
contrast.
almond.
Well, let's chop them into like bits and let's have some.
Actually, pardon me for like 15 seconds while I go rush to the kitchen for mine.
It's almost like medium minus finish.
Yeah, it kind of like drops off relatively quickly.
I'm surprised how quickly it drops off.
All right. So when I was because I canceled my membership with a few of the wineries, but I still have some from when I was a member at Opolo. Whenever they send you wine, they also send you like little presents like this. And so figured I'd bust it out for those.
What is that?
But they have these little they're like little just nibs.
That's baking chocolate.
Like wafers or?
Yeah, it's like a little just little disc.
Buffer thin mint?
A wafer. Wafer.
Oh my god, this is really good. The sea salt.
Oh my
dark
gosh,
chocolate.
you got way too many of these. Not fair.
Uh-huh.
There's never enough sea salt dark
Right,
chocolate.
out there.
This is my favorite of the Ghirardelli.
You need to go out to Lodi then,
Mhm.
because right next to
My
Lodi
favorite.
is the Ghirardelli outlet store.
Well, I bought a bag of Ghirardelli chocolates. And apparently when I was distributing the chocolates into the stockings, my stocking got more of the dark chocolate than the other stockings.
No, the
Ah.
salt, sea
Somehow.
salt, the sea salt.
Somehow.
Magically, so I don't know how. So I got lucky.
Oh, so you're trying to keep drawing Sarah back here. I get what you're
Hey,
doing.
that's it, that's it,
I know
yeah.
you're playing that.
That's it, yes, yes. Thank you, Kurt. Cheers. Glad for Jeffrey.
So the dark chocolate didn't really do too well with this.
The
Maybe
salt, I think, is what helped us.
now, well, for Amber, the cookies, were they milk chocolate or dark chocolate?
They were semi-sweet.
Okay.
Congratulations, Chiefs. The peppers is pretty good. It's not like the wine makes it amazing, but it's pretty good.
The butter, I think, helps.
I was thinking your
Hmm.
red thing.
Okay. Well,
That's a good buy. Like,
this one all of a sudden started to shine with that steak and stout pie.
Here it goes, man. Can I buy your house?
It just needed apparently some hearty gravy to bring out like its fullness. That was good. All right. Well, everybody go ahead and wave bye to YouTube, and I'll go ahead and stop the recording for now. So see y'all.